What do Civil War diaries reveal about collective memory? Imagine holding a tiny window into the past, where every word is a piece of a puzzle about how people remembered their world. Civil War diaries are just that. They are personal stories from soldiers, women, and civilians who lived through the conflict. These writings show us how the memory of the war was shaped over time. They reveal what people thought was important, what they chose to remember, and what they left out. Diaries often include details that official reports might ignore, like everyday chores, weather, or personal feelings. These small details help us understand how people experienced the war firsthand. From a social and cultural point of view, diaries reflected the identities and beliefs of their authors. For example, many Southern diaries emphasize themes of honor, loyalty, and sacrifice for the Confederate cause. These stories helped build a collective memory that celebrated regional pride and valor. Diaries also show how gender roles and religious beliefs influenced how people saw the war. A Jewish Confederate woman named Emma Mordecai, for instance, wrote about her unique perspective, blending her Southern and Jewish identities. Such accounts highlight how personal backgrounds shaped the way people remembered and talked about the war. But remember, diaries are not complete records of history. Writers often chose what to include or leave out, whether for privacy or to support a certain view. Some diaries were meant for private reflection, while others aimed to be shared or published later. This selectiveness helped create specific narratives that influenced public opinion and propaganda. During and after the war, certain stories were highlighted to support particular causes or identities, shaping how communities remembered the conflict. These stories often emphasized heroism, sacrifice, or regional pride, which helped forge a shared memory. Over time, these personal stories have been used by historians and communities to understand the Civil War better. They help us see how individuals made sense of their experiences and how those stories became part of the larger national story. Diaries also show the tension between historical facts and cherished memories. Sometimes, collective memories resist change even when new evidence appears. This means that some stories about the war stay the same because they serve a purpose in shaping identity or community pride. In practical terms, Civil War diaries are primary sources that help us reconstruct social life, military campaigns, and cultural attitudes of the time. They also influence how we think about the war today, especially debates over Confederate symbols and the legacy of the conflict. By including many voices and perspectives, diaries give us a richer picture of how the war affected American society and how it continues to influence collective memory. They reveal that remembering the Civil War is a process shaped by personal experiences, social identities, and cultural values. These stories show us how people at the time understood and remembered the war, and how those memories still influence how we see the past today.